Hi guys, welcome back to That Thing Guy. Today we're going to discuss the confirmation of the Star Wars shows and movies from the Disney Investors Day back last Thursday. Now it's been a week since obviously the Disney Investors Day happened. I was going to do it last weekend. I've done obviously my trailer reviews for the Marvel shows, etc. I've been busy this week and I kind of, in regards to the Star Wars video that I'm doing right now, I kind of wanted to hold back and see what was going to happen in Mandalorian, the Series 2 finale. Woo! We'll talk about that in another video. Obviously, we got a confirmation of a certain show that's going to be, it's been confirmed obviously for next December. Not only at the Disney Investors Day, Kathleen Kennedy confirmed that the Mandalorian Series 3 will happen during Christmas of 2021. We also got another confirmation of a certain show involving a bounty hunter coming around Christmas 2021. We got that confirmation at the end of Mandalorian Series 2 finale. But all I'm going to say is, I was right. We'll start off with the Star Wars stuff. So Kathleen Kennedy came on screen. I think after watching the series finale of Mandalorian, I think it's time for her to say bye-bye. I'm not going to go into the controversy that's been surrounding Pedro Pascal as Din Djarin, aka Mandalorian, Mando. I know there's been a few things that he's been awkward on set. There's no Mandalorian Series 3. They're sidelining him for a Boba Fett series. Over the last few days, there's been confirmations that the Mandalorian Series 3 is happening. Obviously, we got it the Investors Day. Mandalorian Series 3 is coming to our viewing pleasures on Disney Plus in December 2021. Since then, obviously, we've had another confirmation about something else. So it could have been like a secret kind of well, we'll just say it's this, but actually it's this. But we've had Pedro Pascal's stunt double confirm that Din Djarin will return. Pedro Pascal will return in a future Star Wars project. Obviously Series 3. We also had Moff Gideon himself. I cannot pronounce his name for shit, so I'm not going to say it, I'm just going to call him Moff Gideon. He actually went forward and actually confirmed that there's going to be a Series 4 as well. So yeah, supposedly there's a Series 4 already in the works. So Mandalorian Series 3 is first confirmation. We then go on to Andor. So we know that obviously Diego Luna was coming back for a Cassian Andor Rogue One prequel. That's set to debut in 2022. It's been tagged as a spy thriller of the Star Wars universe, so it's something different. The good thing about the Disney Plus shows is they get a chance to delve deep into a horror series, a spy thriller series. I mean, Rogue One is kind of spy mystery kind of as you're going to get, but now obviously they're going to delve deeper and go backwards. The show's going to be helmed by Tony Gilroy, who obviously we know worked on Rogue One, and also wrote the first 4 films of the Bourne franchise, Matt Damon, Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, etc. But yeah, that'll be a 12-episode series, and it is currently in production. So I'm excited. I mean, I liked Rogue One for what it was. So next we have 2. So we have what is being confirmed as the very first 2 Mandalorian spin-offs. First of all is Rangers of the New Republic, and the next one, no-brainer, is Ahsoka. So Rosario Dawson, obviously we know, said in an interview 2 weeks ago that she was unsure about her future in the Star Wars franchise. And I was reading the interview and was like, bullshit! Because obviously, bullshit. So it was interesting when she said that. So the first one is Rangers of the New Republic, and it's set to be, we can assume they're both developed by Jon Favreau. We're led to assume that Cara Dune, Gina Carano, her character will be, that's her series. She's going to be obviously the Rangers of the New Republic. Obviously she is the Marshal of the New Republic in the wake of the demise of the Empire. And then obviously Ahsoka is about Ahsoka Tano. And obviously I take it'll show her going after, Thrawn. It would make sense. I mean, they teased it in The Mandalorian. But again, it's exciting as hell. It really is. I mean, like, they're just going everywhere. Like, the Ahsoka show is going to be done by Dave Filoni, and it's like the only thing is we've not really got confirmation. It's just fan theories, and it'll most likely go show her on the quest to find Grand Admiral Thrawn, and possibly try and find fellow Jedi Ezra Bridger from the Rebels series, I think it was. So yeah, that's exciting. I mean, it's exciting as hell. The Rangers of the New Republic, straight away, I don't know if anyone else thought that, but straight away I was like, Power Rangers Star Wars series. But obviously it's not, it's Cara Dune, because obviously she is a, Marshal of the New Republic. But there's not much, that's the thing with these things though, there's not much on what the series are about. It's just basically, here's your logo, here's who's going to be in it, enjoy. Theorise for the next several years. We also have The Bad Batch, which is a continuation from the Clone Wars series finale, and it will follow a special clone task force in the wake of the Empire's demise, and it's just based about, a batch of clone troopers who are like, I take it it's kind of like the Expendables of the Star Wars franchise. Like I said, I never watched Clone Wars or Rebels, so I don't really know much. I'm definitely going back now to watch it, because obviously so much has happened in Mandalorian Series 2 that some things I'm just like, ain't got a clue who that was, but I'll watch this. I mean, obviously, Bo-Katan and Ahsoka Tano, I'm not quite sure who they are. Obviously, I know who they are now, but when you can go back and see their wider story. There's another one called Star Wars Visions, which is going to be, I think it's going to be a Japanese anime kind of show. It's a series of animated short films that celebrates Star Wars galaxy through the lens of the world's best Japanese creators, and that's coming in 2021. That's quite soon. So that's interesting. Not just that. We've also got was it Star Wars A Droid's Tale, a droid story, which is going to be basically an animated show about the droids of Star Wars. I mean, we know that it's going to be like C-3PO, R2-D2. I don't know if they'll maybe have BB-8, or if it'll just be like the kind of in between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens with C-3PO, etc. The next one we've got is Lando. So Lando Calrissian is finally getting his own series on Disney Plus. That's exciting. But here's the thing though, we have no idea, like literally they've never confirmed this at all. We have no idea if it's going to be Donald Glover, young Lando, or Billy D. Williams, or both. Because obviously the way that The Rise of Skywalker finished with Lando's, like the older Lando's story. So we were assuming that we were going to see a continuation of Billy D. Williams. So this new series could either be that, or it's either going to be Donald Glover, further adventures like post Solo, like discovering Cloud City, etc. I don't know, building it, whatever. Or it could just be Billy D. Williams like narrating like some past stories. I don't know. Or it could just be Billy D. Williams just being Billy D. Williams. So it'd be interesting to see like his. Because he was a player. He was a player when he was younger. Like, Donald Glover portrayed him extremely well. Like, so well. I'd like to see more of him. But then I'd like to see more of Billy D. Williams coming back. But I don't know if it's just too kind of... I don't know. The next one we have is an extremely interesting one. So we have what is being tagged as a mystery thriller. Mystery thriller / supposedly the first like it's as horror as you're going to get with a Star Wars series. It's called The Acolyte, and it's set around the Sith, and it's set around the final days of the High Republic era. The High Republic, obviously we know, has been confirmed to have a new set of books and comics coming next year in 2022, etc. And basically that's it. It's just going to say on the official Twitter page of Star Wars, it says The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into the galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers. In the final days of the High Republic. Now, obviously, we don't know much about the High Republic in terms of like where they're going now. I mean, it does say the show will detail shadowy secrets and emerging dark powers, which means it could serve as an origin of Palpatine. Taika Waititi, Kathleen Kennedy, has said that it is developing a fresh, unexpected and unique Star Wars movie. And that's it. That's literally all we get told, is he's doing a fresh, unique Star Wars story. It is going to be a movie. Where it's going to be set, when it's going to be set, what it's going to be about. Because obviously we know that the Game of Thrones boys abandoned their Knights of the Old Republic movies. Yeah, so we don't know if maybe Taika Waititi has taken over this. But yeah, we'll see. I like Taika Waititi. I think he's perfect for Star Wars. I mean, obviously he's directed several Mandalorian episodes. He has expressed his love for Star Wars. You can either love it or hate it. I thought Thor Ragnarok was like a masterpiece. Like a masterpiece. I think it's like literally my top 5 favourite Marvel films of all time. I thought it was an absolute fucking masterpiece. It's beautiful. So now we'll go into the second last thing that was confirmed. And it's exciting as shit. Like, this is really exciting. So, Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984, was then revealed to be directing a new Star Wars film that's coming to our viewing pleasures on Christmas Day in 2023. And it's going to be called Rogue Squadron. Now, straight away you're like, oh! It's got nothing to do with the Squadron game. It's got nothing to do with any books or comics. It's a whole fresh new idea. It's essentially Top Gun in space. Along with our confirmation, along with our announcement, a wee video was released of Patty Jenkins roller skating through a airfield. And she's talking about the fact that her dad was a fighter pilot with his squadron. And he lost his life, and she is using that inspiration and wanted to create basically the best like fighter pilot movie she could ever make, she could ever think of, using her dad's inspiration. So basically, in a nutshell, she is using the story of her dad, sprinkling some Star Wars magic on it. Actually, watching the wee video, slightly teared up, because I thought that's pretty sweet. That's really, really, really heartwarming and sweet. And I thought it's beautiful. I think that's going to be fantastic. Again, we don't know where it's going to be set. If it's going to be set around during the Rogue One era. So we're going to go into the very last of the Star Wars announcements. And this one has blew the shit off the roof. So we finally got confirmation that, I mean, we knew that an Obi Wan series was happening. We knew that Ewan McGregor was coming back. We knew that he's knew this for several years now. It's filming in March 2021. We have an official title. Now, the title that was rumoured was going to be called just Kenobi, a Star Wars story. Kenobi, Star Wars Kenobi. But it was confirmed by Kathleen Kennedy that Ewan McGregor will be returning as Jedi Master Obi Wan Kenobi and Star Wars Obi Wan Kenobi. Not a fan of the title, but it is what it is. The original series begins 10 years after the dramatic events of the Revenge of the Sith, and it's coming to Disney Plus. Well, so fair enough. And this is a part that got fans like, oh my god! Hayden Christensen is returning to the role of Darth Vader. I mean, like, I'm excited. The chemistry between him and Ewan McGregor was so brilliant. I mean, they looked like they were loving it. They had a great time. I don't think I've had any comment from Hayden Christensen, but Ewan McGregor has said, obviously, it's going to be, I think it's either Ewan McGregor or, no, Kathleen Kennedy said it's going to be the rematch of the century. So we know that those two are going to fight again, which sort of kind of retcons like when, you know, they met again in A New Hope, but it is what it is. I mean, fucking Mandalorian Series 2 retconned the shit out of Star Wars in the series finale there. So, and then obviously Ewan McGregor commented and saying he hopes to take another swing at him. But here's where things get interesting. So yeah, so Hayden Christensen is returning as Darth Vader. Fair enough. At the end of the day, it could be anyone in the suit. I mean, like the guy who played the or the guy who was in the suit of Darth Vader in Rogue One was good and menacing enough. I mean, we can assume that James Earl Jones is going to be returning to provide his voice as Darth Vader. But there's a rumour there that Hayden Christensen is going to have no helmet at some point in the film, in the TV show, in the Disney Plus show. I have a theory that they're either going to do a moment where they're fighting and then like Obi Wan takes a swing at him and smashes half his helmet off, and it's like Anakin Skywalker's kind of half his face, like what they've done with that wee battle with Ahsoka Tano and Darth Vader in the Clone Wars series or Rebels. As much as I haven't seen those shows, I know that wee moment. You see his eye and you're just like, oh shit. So either they're going to do something like that, or it's going to be flashbacks, which wouldn't really make sense because then you're going to have a de-age on Hayden Christensen. So then it'd be like Hayden Christensen basically being there, they're being de-aged. But no, it's exciting. Seriously, fuck it. Yeah, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys, this is my camera shaking again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.